Now is the time we have to rise. We can't keep moving down. Moving down. The only government we got is us. It's no one we can trust. Society's all corrupt. The system is on my trying to hold us up. Slowing our process down. Start reading and learning. The time is now. They saying slavery ended, but now we brought it back again. Society lied to me and told me I wasn't African. These Arab men helped to slave our nationality. A blast from the past put me back into my reality. Kirk shout out, be in the city or the field. Up north is crazy, but down south is even real. What's really real? They killing our politicians. The closer we get to the truth, they get the lynching. Take your position. Look at all the warrants you got. You know it's no justice if you get shot by the cops. So what do we got? Drug dealers, killers, and fiends. Lost hopes and dreams over our head. Like what does it mean? Life ain't what it really seems. When you begin to see it, there's always someone above it. Politicians is puppets and shown to the public to make you think society's in control, but it's really just incomplete. It's no one we can trust. Society's all corrupt. The system is on our nuts, trying to hold us up. Slowing our process down, start reading and learning. Time is now. The only government we got is us. It's no one we can trust. Society's all corrupt. The system is on our nuts, trying to hold us up. Slowing our process down, start reading and learning. The time is now. Now just think. You can look me right in my face. Here's the case. It starts with the dominant race, so it's Jake's. Jake's the truth, programmed to shoot whenever you do.
Shalom, brothers and sisters out there.
Shalom.
All right. This is Brother Ityazayah, and I'm here with Brother Shalach Gabar.
Yeah.
Yes.
The CEO of WOI Warriors Israel clothing line. Yeah.
Yes. Yes, and we represent also the Apostles of New Jerusalem. Yes.
That's right.
Yeah, there's one thing I'm coming at seeing that's people just don't want to leave. Like this is being pushed in churches. And it's like a little trend that they just don't want to leave. It's pushed in so many churches amongst America and amongst the whole world. And that's the Caucasian Jesus. Yes, we keep on warning the people about that, but they don't want to listen. They are in love with that blonde hair, bearded hippie looking dude, looking like a bootleg retarded Charles Manson after getting butt raped in jail, and then some anorexic meth looking hippie after stripping down naked and going. It's just like, how could you believe this? I mean, if y'all saying Christ can be any color, why y'all keep going to that one color? What? Why?
Get 1 Peter 4:11 out.
Yes. Get that scripture.
Get that
Especially y'all Africans. Y'all not our people. But this also goes to many of y'all Africans because it's like, since y'all can confuse so many people, y'all love that. Y'all love that white Caucasian Jesus. I mean, even that crazy one that from Emmanuel TV, that one that be saying, fire in the name of Jesus, fire. You know who I'm talking about, right? that crazy one that be like, fire. I mean, he does his skits and his acts it's pretty funny what he do with his skits and acts. I mean, he gets exposed all the time. He pays his people to put on performances, but he calls himself a prophet. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I mean, it's Emmanuel TV. I mean, he's a Hamite, African, not our people now. Black American and Africans are two separate people. See, you only can deceive the black man for a minute. Then he gets the thing. You can deceive the African for years and years because they're not right up in here. That's why they want to believe in the image of this this white Jesus. Yeah.
Let's get that. 1 Peter 4:11.
1 Peter 4:11. All right.
I can't be telling the truth, man.
Yes.
Worshiping that so-called white Jesus. And the bad thing about it, the Passion of the Christ is what I seen the other day. Then they also have another movie out that's being told from the Romans' perspective.
Yeah.
What is it called? The Son of Man, something like that?
Yeah.
And if you notice...
Son of God.
Yeah, exactly. And don't get me wrong, they also had another one that was called Color of the Cross. But if you actually pay attention to it, they still somehow managed to make it seem like Yahushua was supposed to be a white male.
Yeah, Yahushua, that's the correct way of saying Jesus' name.
That's right.
His full name is Yahushua or Yahushai. And then it got watered down to Yehoshua. And then they took the whole out and just said Yeshua. Then they changed Yeshua to Ihesus. Then they changed Ihesus to Jesus. And then you get Jesus.
There it is.
That's the getting watered down from all the way from Yahushua always down to Jesus. His name is Yahushua HaMashiach.
That's right.
Yeah. All right. So
1 Peter 4:11.
All right. This is 1 Peter 4:11.
Yes.
If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of the Most High.
That's right.
If any man minister, let him do it as of the ability which the Most High giveth.
That's right. That goes along with Romans 3 and 4. Let the Most High be the truth, and every man a liar. So when me and my brother speak, okay, we know everything is going to be through the spirit of the Most High, Yahushua. Do all things through the Most High.
That's right.
Okay. That's what we're going to do when we bring out this word to you. Okay. So let's go to Psalms 111 verse 10.
All right. Psalms 111. Yeah, so we keep on coming out the Bible.
That's right.
Unlike those nasty Africans that don't know the Bible, the reason why we call you nasty, because it's nasty to worship a Caucasian Jesus. And y'all see it on so many Facebook groups that says Jesus this, Jesus that. That so many Africans join. You have to put these pictures of Jesus up there, the Caucasian Jesus.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. Not knowing that in this very book, that Yahushua describes the so-called Caucasian race as being the curse of leprosy. That's like a slap in his face, huh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, read that.
Read it. Say it.
This is Psalms 111 verse 10.
All right, Psalms 111 verse 10 it says, "The fear of the Lord."
The what?
The fear of the Lord.
This is a preparation for the word. You can't just jump in this word, okay? And not be guided or have the fear of the Most High in you. This is the process that one must take. You see what I'm saying? In order to prepare yourself for the truth. Yeah, read out.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
Okay.
A good understanding have all the things do His commandments.
There you go. Get Proverbs 4 and 7.
All right.
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Okay, and what did he say about wisdom? You're about to find out right now.
All right. So this is the book of Proverbs, the 4th chapter and 7th verse.
Yep.
Wisdom is the principal thing.
Yep.
Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding.
There you go. You see that? You see how you preparing yourself for this truth. It's a preparation. Right. You can't just walk in, okay, I love God, okay, I read the Bible. No. You got to prepare yourself for this. Remember what he said, to walk in all his ways.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, read that again, huh?
All right. Wisdom is the principal thing.
The principal thing.
Therefore, get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding.
I know some of you out there is like, okay, so, all right, how do we get wisdom and understanding? Come on, it's right here.
Yeah, through the Bible.
Get Isaiah 34.
Yeah, if y'all have wisdom and understanding, y'all wouldn't be having that white Jesus up there with y'all. Show y'all that y'all don't have wisdom and understanding. Means that those followers of Christianity are stupid.
Yeah. Isaiah 34:16.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it was one video on Facebook that says the annual burning of Caesar Borgia, and it showed a strong brother who took that picture of that Caucasian Jesus and burned it in front of everybody.
How you doing? It's your boy Savannah Black. And my challenge today is called Burn the Crack of Jesus Challenge. Now I know some of y'all might say, well, why burn the crack of Jesus? What did Jesus do with anybody? But the thing about it is, we have had this image in our head for so long, whether it's inside grandma's house, whether it's inside our house, whether it's inside our mom and daddy house, we have had this image branded in our mindsets from the time we were picked up and captured from out of Africa, kidnapped and brought over to these shores of America, and even to the indigenous African people that were over here. we have had this image instilled inside our mind. And if it's not this image right here, let me get one of them other ones. Let me get that. It's this one here. If you want to have some true liberation, if you want to free your mind and you want the rest to follow, you're going to have to kill this image right here. So my challenge is to you, black man, black woman, is the burn Cracker Jesus challenge. And look at this cracker and say, you cracker, the shit you did to my people for 400 plus years, the way you have us bamboozled and hoodwinked, you know what, cracker? You dead. But guess what? You gotta burn this motherfucking cracker up. Get rid of this goddamn cracker. Free your mind and the rest of fall.
And so many people wrote comments and death threats and things like that. They're like, yo, what, like, how could you do that to my Jesus and things like that?
There was one young man, I think it was in Virginia. He was arguing with a group of brothers, Israelites. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it just so happened our brothers had a picture of Caesar Borgia. This brother was a Christian. They were standing across the street from the Christian church in Virginia. The brother came out because sisters was getting cut up with this word. So the young man came out there and said, you can't be like that. You know what I'm saying? God is about love, not knowing what love is according to the scriptures.
Yeah, keeping the commandments.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? And so the brother was like, okay then. So then what is love? And he was just like, you know, Jesus is love. No, bro. So you calling this your G? And the brother fell to his knees. It's, oh my God, my Lord. He did that to the Caesar Borgia picture. I was like, are you serious?
Ephraim?
Ephraim? It had the nerve to be Judah.
Oh, wow.
He fell to his knees when our brother, the Israelite, brought out the picture saying, so you telling me this is Jesus? And he fell to his knees praising the picture.
Wow, that's that veil of that really is demonic possession. Let's look at that. Tell you kind of saying and believing that Christ is white and is so inside of you, that's a demon on you. That's that demonic possession that's putting that veil over you like that.
Let's get into it. Let's get John 7:38.
Yeah.
Get John 7:38. Let's get that real quick. We're gonna get into it. We're gonna show brothers and sisters what this is. Because that's a shame. That's you error, not knowing the scriptures. Falling to your knees. Didn't the Most High say not to do that?
Yes.
Get John 7:38. What did John 7:38 say?
This is John, the 7th chapter. In the 38th verse. He that believeth on me, as the scripture has said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. Did your brothers and sisters hear that? It said, he that believeth on me as the scriptures have said. Remember, Yahweh Shai came in the volume of this book. Let's see what the scriptures said about him. Okay, let's turn to Revelations. Revelations, the 1st chapter. Okay, but read Revelations chapter 1 and verse 3 first. So, this is Revelations 1 and 3. Yep. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy. You see that? Blessed are they that heareth this word and readeth. Continue. And keepeth those things which are written therein. And keepeth those things which are written therein. Now jump up to verses 2 and 3. I mean 1 and 2. Excuse me. All right. Revelations 1. The revelation of Jesus Christ, or Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Revelation means to reveal, and it also means this too, the revealing of our, just like the brother has said, our King, HaMashiach Yahweh Shai, because he knew in these times that his image would be tarnished. Yes. Go ahead, read. Yes, what the Most High gave unto him, to show unto his servants things which must shortly come to pass. That's right. Okay. Jump down to 10 and 11. All right, verse 10 and 11. I was in a spirit on the Lord's day, which is the Sabbath. The Lord's day is the Sabbath day. Yes. Read. And that's on Matthew 12 and 8. It says he's a Lord of the Sabbath, just in case. Not Sunday, but these stupid Christians in the church want to say come to church on Sunday, which is a worship of the sun god Ra, to show you how these Christians are just Satan worshipers. That's right. That's right. That's right. Yeah. All right. Verse 1 and 10. I was in a spirit on the Lord's day, which is a Sabbath day. That's the Sabbath, and Brother John is speaking. He was banished to the island of Patmos, just in case your brothers and sisters do not know.
In modern times, that's considered as a prison, Rikers Island, Alcatraz, or what have you.
Right.
Okay, and a vision was shown onto him. Now, see, when Yahweh shows you a vision, it's a vast opening. I'm sure our brothers and sisters don't know that, and this is the what our brother John was going through. Yeah, I don't need to interrupt. Yeah.
And heard behind me a great voice, as of a trumpet,
A voice as a trumpet.
saying, I am Alpha and Omega.
He right there in that verse alone, brothers, at verse 1 and 8. I'm willing to bet he's right there. Right there alone, he's basically telling you he's time itself. You see what I'm saying? Alpha and Omega, that's time. Go ahead.
The first and the last. What thou seest, write in a book.
Right in the book, the scriptures. Go ahead, read.
And send it out unto the 7 churches which are in Asia.
The 7 churches which are in Asia: Ephesus, Smyrna, Pergamum, Sardis, Thyatira, Philadelphia, Laodicea. The 7 churches of Asia Minor. And all you brothers should know that by heart, like that. Go ahead, read.
And I turned to see the voice that spake with me.
John turned around. You know, this is something, when you read the scriptures, you should put yourself in there, like as if it's happening to you. John turned around to speak. Yeah, read.
And being turned, I saw 7 golden candlesticks.
That's the menorah, which was taken from us by the so-called Khazarian, the fake Jews. Yeah, read.
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot.
Clothed with the garment down to the foot. You out here picking at my brothers and I, talking about we wearing dresses, calling us Power Rangers. You picking at Yahweh Shah too. Go ahead, read.
And girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
Girded about the paps with a golden girdle. Basically, it was around his waist, right here. Go ahead, read.
Verse 14 says, his head and his hairs were white like wool.
The hair on his head and the hair on his face was white like wool. Right in that verse, it gave you the color and the texture.
So right now, you already have one lie that's already being debunked. Because the Caucasian Jesus don't even have white hair. He has blonde hair.
There you go.
So that's one lie that's being debunked. That all these fake Christians are following because they're liars. All right. And it says his head and his hair was white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
I'm willing to bet, Akim, they don't know what that means. I'm willing to bet his eyes are like a flame of fire. I spoke to some Christian pastors. They told me, because that's the power of God. That's exactly what they told me to my face. Can you hold that and get Genesis 49:12 for me?
Yes.
Thank you.
49:12. Oh, and that's another lie in the church that's debunked because the Caucasian Jesus had blue eyes, like to see.
Playing
2 eyes.
Khan, that's right. Khan, that's right.
Genesis 49:12.
Yes.
All right. So this is talking about Shiloh. If you want to know who Shiloh is, we did a video on who Shiloh is. That's Christ.
Which was beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful.
So you can know who that was. But let's see, this is Shiloh's eyes, who is Christ. His eyes shall be red with wine.
His eyes shall be what?
Red with wine. And his teeth white with milk.
His eyes red with wine.
Right.
Okay, get Matthews 11:19.
All right.
Matthews 11:19. See, you see that? This is the Most High taught us how to read the scriptures in the book of Isaiah, the 28th chapter, and that's exactly what we're doing. We're using those principles. We're utilizing that.
Right.
Come on now.
Matthews 11:19. Okay. The Son of Man came eating and drinking.
He came what?
Eating and drinking.
And what did they do to him when he came like that?
And they say, behold, a man gluttonous and a winebibber.
Did you hear what they called the Hamashiach? They called him a gluttonous and a winebibber. So they making fun of the Son of Man.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how, because Christ, he ate, he drank, things like that.
Yeah, just like us.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, during those times, it was customary to drink wine with your meal.
Yes, and the reason why, because number one, because it was like also a health benefit, because
exactly,
it had a little cleanser in it, so it was just normal every day to drink wine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He didn't drink to get drunk.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go back to Revelations. We'll finish that off.
All right. Revelations 1 verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
We already know what that is.
As white as snow.
That's right.
His eyes were as a flame of fire.
We know what the reason why his eyes was like a flame of fire. Again, read.
And his feet.
And his what?
And his feet.
And his feet.
Like unto fine brass. As if they burned in a furnace.
Brass. As fine brass. As if it burned in a furnace. You take brass. Well, what is the color of brass or naturally?
It's dark brown.
And now
and that's a third lie being debunked because it shows his skin being pale. They lied 3 times to you. Him having blonde hair, blue eyes, and pale skin. That's a big lie. If you catch any church that has that image around, they're really Satan worshippers in that church.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's right.
Hey.
That's right. And you say, oh, there's no color in the Bible. If there's no color, what is that right there?
Yeah.
Color all throughout the book.
Yeah. But those daggone nasty Africans, they want to worship this thing. And I say nasty Africans because y'all have a nasty spirit on you to worship this pale person. This pale Jesus is nasty, and that makes y'all nasty.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And for those who's watching this video, it just so happened to be of the Hamitic tribe. Okay? We're not the same people.
Yes. Black Americans are not Africans.
We're not Africans.
The people who came into slavery on ships were Hebraic nations.
Exactly.
That was fleeing those nasty African tribes.
Exactly.
Because y'all are the descendants of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Jebusites, the Egyptians, and all those other things, the Philistines. That's Shaka Zulu was even confessing it. He's a descendant of the Philistines.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it just so happens our ancestors were fleeing from the Pharaoh Shaka.
Yes.
It's only by the grace of God that any of these people will reach their as yet unknown destinations alive. Or maybe it's his will that they don't. So, Lieutenant, why are you venturing into those forsaken regions?
What do you know about a man named Shaka?
Does that answer your question, Lieutenant? The Masani tribe, Omolos, Lubis, Unos, the Ungwanis, countless others, the banished of Southeast Africa, fleeing Shaka's spears, going straight into the arms of the white slave traders and the British troops on the borders of the Cape Colony. In a way, Lieutenant, they are the ultimate victims of recent history. If you'll favor my comparison, they are the wandering Jews of Africa. Fleeing the Pharaoh Shaka, they are the wandering Jews of Africa. Fleeing the Pharaoh Shaka, they are the wandering Jews of Africa. Fleeing the Pharaoh Shaka into the Babylonian capital.
That's been brought out to us too. Joel, the 3rd chapter, okay, also speak about the Hamitic people selling us to the Grecians. Okay, so come on, this book told on you. We're not the same people.
Right. Right.
Yeah, come on, okay.
Yes. Oh, and it says, and his voice as the sound of many waters. Oh, and that's the 4th lie being debunked, because when you see these pictures of these Jesus movies, the white Jesus movies, he sound all soft, love, honor, I'm coming again. There's some weird stuff. I'm returning. He has this weird little voice. It says the sound of many waters. He had a strong voice when he said it.
Exactly.
He said, believe on me as the scriptures have said. A strong voice.
That you could tell he was a brother.
Yes.
You can tell.
Yeah. Right.
Continue, huh?
All right. Oh, in his hand. And he had in his right hand 7 stars.
And out of his mouth came a sharp 2-edged sword.
And out of his mouth came a sharp 2-edged sword.
Again, Hebrews 4:12. Get that? Hebrews 4:12.
Yeah, so in other words, when he spoke, it's like this. What John saw when he spoke, like when he was talking to John, this sharp spear like zoom, zoom, zoom was literally like coming out. So no, that literally was happening. That was not like because I was talking to like one of the pastors from Lighthouse Ministry, and it said it had to been like a man of that it was like symbology, like a symbol, because it said a 2-edged sword proceeded out of his mouth.
Yes, right.
No, that really was happening when he spoke.
You get
like,
cut.
Yeah, but still there was like a spirit coming out. That's why John had to fall down, because like when he was spoken saying, I'm Alpha and Omega, like zoom, I'm Alpha, bam, bam, bam.
He fell to his feet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was true. Yeah. So that was what you say?
Yeah, Hebrews 4:12.
Hebrews 4:12.
Oh yeah.
To see why that sword kept coming out.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't see no 2-edged sword coming out from this that effeminate Caucasian Jesus.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, but so many nasty Africans and confused Puerto Ricans loved him. Yeah. Yeah. Hebrews 4:12.
Exactly. Hebrews 4:12.
For the word of God, or the Most High, is quick, meaning alive. That's what the word quick means.
That's right.
And powerful, and powerful, strong, and sharper than any two-edged sword.
See that? Yes, we were speaking. It was, you know what I mean? Cut. You getting cut.
Piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit.
Oh my goodness.
And of the joints and marrow, and of the discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
Get there, your bones, the joints, and the marrow, the heart. You see that? It's tearing your body apart.
Right. That's how the Most High's word is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Some of you, y'all think he was speaking English? What do you think, huh?
Yeah, people they had to understand. He spoke Hebrew.
Yeah, Acts 26:14.
26:14.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying?
Yes. And Aramaic and Hebrew are the same language. Don't let the Christians confuse you.
I'm happy you brought that
Let me
out.
say that again. Aramaic and Hebrew are the same language. The only people who believe they're separate languages are those dumb Christians. The daggone followers of Judaism, they even know that.
That's right.
The daggone Muslims know that. But the dumb Christians,
that's right,
they're so dumb and stupid and ignorant, and that worshiping that white Jesus was coming over there twerking all up on them, telling them, oh, it's two different languages. Oh, come on now. No,
that's right.
It's the same language.
I'm happy
just two different dialects.
That's
same
right.
thing like when like you had a rapper named Tupac. He told like part of the certain people that he spoke Ebonics. So like some of these people from China, they said, we're going to translate a book, one in English, one in Ebonics, so you can understand. And Tupac was like, English and Ebonics is the same language, just different dialects of where people come from.
Moab said that?
Yes, because they was trying to translate a book, but they didn't understand that it was the same language.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, so Hebrews.
Acts 26:14.
Yeah, Acts 26:14.
That's right. I'm happy you brought that out. Because a lot of people didn't believe me when I was telling them that.
Yeah.
This book tells you that.
Yeah, and the thing is that anytime they want to say it's not, prove it.
Yeah.
It's just a different dialect. Aramaic is just a different dialect of Hebrew.
That's right.
Hebrew uses endings like yum. Aramaic uses ending like yan. Things like that.
That's
Hebrew
right.
uses ban for some. Aramaic says bar. They can be used interchangeably, and they're both the same language. Nowhere. And the word Aramaic is not even in the Bible. That wasn't the word title Aramaic wasn't added until the 11th century in common Christian talk. In something known by Ityazayah monks when he was trying to make the language for the people of Assyria.
Exactly.
But the Christians, they don't know that.
Yeah. So bear with me, Salakia.
Yeah.
That's a good point that you brought out.
Yeah.
Acts 26:14.
So this is Acts 26:14.
That's right.
And when we are all fallen to the earth, I heard a voice speaking unto me and saying in the Hebrew tongue.
In the what tongue?
Hebrew tongue.
Did you see that? Read.
Saul, Saul, why persecutest thou me? It is hard for thee to kick against the pricks.
Okay.
Yes, exactly. He heard in the Hebrew tongue.
That's right.
And Christ didn't speak Greek or Latin, he spoke Hebrew.
In the Hebrew tongue.
Yes.
That's a prime example right there. You want further proof about Christ? Get Daniel's 10 and 5.
All right. 5. Daniel's 10 and 5. It also goes into his description also.
That's right.
Yeah.
Daniel's 10 and 5.
Yeah.
Remember what Thessalonians 5:21 said, prove all things, right? And we're proving all things with this Bible. With this book, okay? Our history book.
All right. This is Daniel's 10 and 5.
That's right.
Then I lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen.
A certain man clothed in linen. I wonder who this be.
Whose loins were girded with the fine gold of Uphaz. His body was also like the beryl. Yeah, beryl just means like this greenish bluish color.
Exactly.
And that's his robe that he had on.
His garment.
Yeah. His face as the appearance of lightning. Because he had a halo on, if you want to know. So the halos that you be seeing, they used to show like images where it was this round thing above the head, and it like flashed because it meant wisdom. But you had the daggone Roman Catholic Church just put some round circle around it like someone's confused.
Talking about the sonic ring?
Yes. Yeah. They did that. So people can look confused like that. Yeah. Ring from Sonic the Hedgehog. In his eyes as lamps of fire.
There we go again with those eyes. You see that?
Yeah. And his arms and feet like in color to polished brass.
Now see, this right here also gives you a clue that his garment was completely made differently from how the Caucasian shows it in movies. They have his whole arms covered. So this goes to show you that the way we wear our garments today, he was sleeveless. You see what I'm saying? A representation will be right here on my shirt. It was sleeveless. Okay, so how were they able to depict the color of his arms and his feet if he didn't? If it wasn't sleeveless? What did it say? His what?
His arms and his feet, like in color to polished brass.
And we're the only race of people on earth that's mistaken as colored people.
Well, I'm gonna say this also: all races are colored except for one, really. If you really look at it,
I like that.
Yeah,
that's right.
Caucasians are the only ones that are pale because they have the disease of leprosy, what they call vitiligo. They have Michael Jackson disease. That's what Caucasians have. Every single nation actually has color to them. Even Chinese, before they got raped 4 times by Genghis Khan, by some other ones, they got raped so many times it raped the color right off them. So that's the reason why they like that. But they at least retain their hair color being black. Black hair. All nations are really dark skinned, have different shades of brown, except for the Caucasians.
We are in agreement on that. You're absolutely right.
Now, there's one group of Caucasians that are close to it, the Italians, and they're the ones that really hate you the most. You have Italians that be intermingling with those daggone nasty Hamite Africans, and they end up getting messed up like that. But like mainly the Anglo-Saxons, the Anglo-Celtics, the Slavic nations, many of the tribes of Caucasia, they're pale skin.
That's right.
Yes, and they're hairy also. Yeah. And because they have Michael Jackson disease, which is vitiligo, which is leprosy.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Is that his arms and his feet as in color to
polished brass.
Yeah, it is color to polished brass. Now let's hear it out of the mouth, the horse's mouth. In Revelation 2:18.
Revelation. So this is Christ himself.
Yeah.
He's going to tell us his skin color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking it out of his mouth. He's telling you himself.
To let y'all confuse Latinos, y'all nasty Africans, and y'all retarded Orientals. His true color.
That's right.
Revelations 2:18. All right. This is Revelations 2:18. And until the angel of the church of Thyatira. The reason why it says angel, because it's saying really messenger. That proves that Revelations was written in the Hebrew language. That's the only language that has the word Malachi, which means messenger or angel can mean. But the Greeks, they got it confused when they was trying to translate. They were like, was he saying messenger or saying angel? What he's just saying is unto the messenger of the church of Thyatira, which was the bishop. He's the messenger of the church of Thyatira, right? And to show you that all these letters that was written in Revelations and all the letters of the New Testament was mainly written to the bishops. Like that's why Paul, he would say certain things that'd be confusing to certain people, mainly to y'all dumb Christians out there, because it was written to the bishops so they can translate it to the rest of the people. Right here. And unto the angels of the church of Thyatira, right? These things said the Son of the Most High, whose eyes like unto a flame of fire.
This is Yahushua speaking.
This is Christ himself saying this out of his own mouth.
Out of his own mouth.
Yes. Hear this, y'all daggone Hamite, nasty Hamite Africans.
And also some of our lost brothers too,
some of our lost
sisters.
Brothers and sisters, y'all confused Latinos. Y'all need to hear this.
That's right.
Y'all wild retarded Orientals, y'all need to hear this. Y'all diseased Caucasians, y'all need to hear this. Yeah, this is what he says. He says, whose eyes like unto flame of fire, and his feet are like unto fine brass.
This is Yahushua talking.
Yeah, Yahushua HaMashiach.
Describing himself.
Jesus Christ. Yes. Jesus Cristo. He was negro. Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. There it is. Look at that. You see that?
Yes.
And remember, he that believeth on me, like we said earlier in the book of John, as the scriptures has said, But this is the punishment for those that sit up there and deny this. Let's go to 1 John 5, 10, and 11. Let's hear what Yahweh said.
Yes, 1 John.
Yes. And Yahweh the Father. You know what I'm saying? The one to sit on the throne.
Right.
Yeah.
What the Father says.
Yeah. Yeah, read, huh?
1 John 5 and 10. He that believeth on the Son of the Most High hath the witness in himself.
There it is.
He that believeth not have made him a liar.
You basically call the Father a liar.
Yes, if you believe that Christ had Michael Jackson disease or that he looked white, that means you calling the Most High a liar. If you believe that he's a Caucasian man.
I don't have the guts to do that, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, you saying he's a liar.
You called him a liar. And why did they...
And if you understand what blasphemy is, any lie against the Most High. So if you calling Christ white, you blaspheming the Most High.
There it is.
And blasphemy is punishable by death. So y'all nasty Africans, y'all Africans out there, y'all need to watch what y'all saying.
Yeah.
And y'all confused Latinos, y'all need to get deconfused and take those tattoos off of that Caucasian Jesus that y'all be sneaking on your foots and on your buttocks and all that y'all be doing it. Yeah.
Con, I like that. Well, very well said.
Yeah.
Yeah, continue what it says.
Yeah, it says, and he that believeth not God have made him a liar. Because,
see? You see that?
Yeah.
He that believeth not the Most High, you made him a liar.
Right.
You just said, what did the book say? The book says that the Hamashiach is a man of color. And you said, no, he could be anything, like you said earlier. No, he could be any color. He could be, no, he loves us all. What did the Most High say? His son is a man of color. And if you deny what he just said, you just called him a liar.
Right.
And why? Because what?
It says, because he believeth not the record that God gave of his son.
This is the record, the Bible. You see that? That is crazy for you to sit up there and deny what this Bible just said.
That's right.